Tyler, I recently found out that you don't love The Mandalorian.
You know, I mentioned that
And,
I grew
and
up.
that's where we're going to start, by the way.
Okay.
Yes, that
Well,
is where
first
we're
off,
starting.
shout out to Cam Sweatshirt. I love it. I don't know, man. I love Star Wars
Shout out
growing up.
Barstool.
It just became a little too much for me, I think. And Mandalorian, I've watched the first 2 seasons, which that's the only 2 that are out, I believe. Like I haven't kept up with it in a while. It just felt like the same thing. Like everyone's made this criticism before. I'm not saying something new where it's like, oh, he goes to a planet. I need to get money to refuel my ship. I'm gonna do this mission. Okay, I got money. I refueled my ship. Oh no.
I was gonna say the only thing you've watched is the TikTok about the Mandalorian getting milk, and I don't believe you've actually seen the show.
No,
But
I want like so. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like it rinse and repeats the same thing every episode. I just didn't get why everyone loves it. I have no hate against Mandalorian. It's just it's not a show I'm gonna watch.
I love, and this is a reason why I'm so absolutely excited for Andor. I've been advocating that when it comes to Star Wars projects, we need to move away from the Skywalker saga.
Yes.
I think that's long overdue. So I love The Mandalorian because I think it's creative, it's refreshing. It's the exact same reason why I'm excited for Andor. It's because it's away from the Star Wars saga. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
So I'm a big Star Wars guy. Look, I'm a big Mandalorian guy, let alone poster, sweatshirt. The only tattoo I have is "This is the way" and the Mudhorn signet. I'm a huge Mandalorian. Yeah, I've got one.
Didn't they mess it up?
Yep. They spelled shit backwards. TIHS. Yep. So shout out the tattoo guy. But side point, it got fixed.
Okay.
So now it says "This is the way."
Okay.
That's a story for another time. We can go into story time.
Yes,
and I'll
it is.
explain that thing in detail. Yeah, my only tattoo was messed up. I'll never get another one probably now.
Jesus.
But I'm a huge Mandalorian guy. I think what's the best about it is that it's a contained story to each episode. I'm not going to say they're all crazily different, but I think they are very different. And then they have a overarching plot. Like the first season barely had an overarching plot. The second season did a lot better, maybe not even better, just having that overarching connectivity between episodes. But the first season, the first like 3 episodes were just their own plot. He meets Grogu, he does a mission, he goes on another mission, just goes bounty hunting. And that's interesting to me, is just seeing a bounty hunt basically. You rarely see that with the Jango and Boba Fett characters. And then they dive into the Mandalore lore. And I think George is probably the only one that's seen the Clone Wars. It's diving big into the Clone Wars, and the Ahsoka series is diving big into Rebels, which obviously, if you guys aren't Star Wars fans, you don't have to watch them. But like Star Wars fans should watch those shows. The first 3 seasons and the first season of Rebels, first 3 seasons of Clone Wars, first season of Rebels are pretty childish. But
Season 7 of Clone Wars,
it's
especially
like
the
it's
last
incredible.
4 episodes, are some of the best television.
No, yeah, and if you go on IMDb, like Breaking Bad has like the top 2 episodes in IMDb, but the next in the top 10, there's 4 Clone Wars episodes. Yeah, like they're incredible. They're truly great TV.
That's what's your favorite? And this is, I mean, open for discussion for everyone. But Ken, what is your favorite time period in Star Wars? Because everything from everything from the start of the Clone Wars up until Solo, all of that prequel stuff, that's my favorite Star Wars content that we've had.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say the original trilogy is probably my favorite, just because that's my favorite fiction in anything, but the Mandalorian era, post Empire, I really like. I'm just a Star Wars fan. I'm just a fucking nerd.
And you have Empire 100 out. That's one of your 400 out of 100 movies, right?
5, but yes,
5.
It's the best movie ever, and I'll stand by that.
Wait, Empire, Dark Knight, Seven Samurai, LionKing,
Toy Story 3?
Godfather.
Where's Toy Story 3? I thought that was really high.
98 out of 100 now.
I will say, just quickly, since I was called out as a Mandalorian hater, I will say Mandalorian Season 2 was far better than Mandalorian Season 1. And I do try to keep up with Star Wars stuff, and I feel like Book of Boba Fett just left too bad of a taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
That I unnecessarily put some blame on Mandalorian just purely because I hated Book of Boba Fett so much.
But
So
the
I will
best
watch Season
episodes
3.
the best episodes of Book of Boba Fett were 2
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian episodes.
Yeah,
Like,
they knew
for
what
some
they
reason.
they knew what they
had
were doing
him.
there.
Yeah,
but Mando
exactly.
season 2, I thought was much more cohesive and did a lot better in terms of like interlacing a story, which I know isn't exactly what Mandalorian has to be. Like you said, it can be good self-contained episodes. But I enjoyed season 2 a lot more than season 1. So I will watch season 3. I'm excited for it.
And I'll say, like, just the Clone War, like seeing the Clone Wars and seeing it live action, like it makes it better in my opinion. And I don't know. I'll defend it to death.
Are you watching The Bad Batch?
I've seen it. Yeah. Is there a season 2?
Yeah. There is.
The
trailer. The trailer came out for season 2. Like
I'll watch
month or two ago. But I probably overrate it, but I love that.
Really, I didn't care for it a whole lot.
It's the same thing. It's just away from the Skywalker saga. It just feels refreshing, and as someone who just loves Star Wars a lot, it's awesome to just not deal with Leia and Luke for once.
I don't argue with that.
We also have a couple other big Star Wars projects that were announced at D23. We have Tales of the Jedi, which comes out October 26, 2022, so not too far away. That's basically exploring different Jedi from prequel trilogy era. We also have Skeleton Crew starring Jude Law. I'm pretty sure John Watts is a series creator on Skeleton Crew. Someone can fact check me on that.
I think he's the screen or showrunner.
Yeah, right.
Mistaken.
Something. And I mean, obviously, John Watts, highly credited just for his Spider-Man trilogy, No Way Home being one of the highest grossing films ever. Skeleton Crew is a group of children finding their way after being lost in space. So that should be exciting. And then we have The Acolyte, the emergence of the dark side powers in the final days of the High Republic. And of course, that's starring Squid Game's Lee Jung-jae. So we got a lot of Star Wars news coming out. Cam, I'm sure you want to touch on one of those.
I'll touch on. I would touch on them all, but I have
touch on them all.
No. I have two small points to make. One about Andor. The series looks great. I'm very, very excited for that. The coolest part about Andor, in my opinion, is just like it's set in the trailer. Is like the Empire is so high on itself at this point that it would never suspect like a spy. Like it is so arrogant in itself, it would never suspect a spy, and that's why this plan works so well.
Does it bother you? And I don't mean to cut you off. Does it bother you that you know Andor's fate?
No. Yes. I don't know. So I don't rate. I know Tyler thinks Rogue One's the best Star Wars. I saw that video the other day. I didn't say anything.
All those hate comments were Cam burner accounts.
Yes. The movie, I don't think, made the characters likable enough for you to just go away from the fact that you knew they were going to die, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't care for the characters enough to, like, care that they were going to die at the end, even though I knew they were going to. Andor, I'm excited for just because I think it's going to be a good series, hopefully. I'm not going to say, like, Obi-Wan was a great series. Like, the Book of Boba Fett, they're batting 0 for 2 in their last 2. So this may be a strikeout. We'll see. Baseball turns, am I right? And then lastly, like, one point about Tales of the Jedi, you'll notice. So it's about Ahsoka and Count Dooku. Just different. It may be about more, but I know they're the main points. You'll notice Yaddle is in the trailer, and for those that don't know who Yaddle is another Yoda character that was created for Star Wars Episode 1 for no fucking reason. They pan over to her at one point. She is a female Yoda. George Lucas just threw her in because he fucking had to.
That's a fan service.
He has to connect everything, and Yaddle's coming back. That's all I have. That's all I have. I'm out. I'll shut up now. Sorry.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised the first curse words of the podcast come from Cam ranting about Star Wars. I guess we should have saw that one coming.
It had to be. It had to be.
I've been saying shit this whole podcast.
I think I've
noticed.
It's almost poetic.
Yeah.
Also, sorry. I'm so sorry. Amon Esfandi will star as Ezra Bridger in the Ahsoka show. There have been pictures of that. Very excited for that show. Yeah. It'll be damn good. Coming off of Rebels, so again, you probably should watch Rebels. I'm done now.
Well, I'm going to keep you going, actually, because I have a question.
God.
Do you think this is too much?
I'm going to say no. Maybe for a non-Star Wars fan, yeah, probably. Okay. But I prefer that they're doing this to the movies. Yeah, I prefer they're doing series. They definitely don't have as goodwill as Marvel did when they were coming off Phase 3 to make movies and series. So I like that they're kind of saying we're putting the movies on the back burner right now. We're going to focus heavily on this new era of Star Wars post-Empire with Ahsoka, with Mandalorian. We're going to do a couple. And the animated things, like, I don't think people need to watch. I'm going to watch them. Like, that's my thing with animated series, and it's kind of my thing with, like, What If and with the new Marvel Zombies. Like, you don't need to watch those. They don't really connect.
I loved What If. I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm the only one in the world that loved What If.